Welcome back to Self-Reliance Armament. Today, we're going to do a knife review on a Savage knife. Right after this. Welcome back to Self-Reliance Armament. My name is Drew Dorans, your host, and today we're going to take a look at this Savage knife. I picked it up at SRA, which is a TJ Maxx company, or whatever company they are. Alright, so first looks at the knife. It comes with this scapula right here. Just clips onto your belt. I don't know if you can see that. Alright. Or you can do some other things with it. I'm not sure exactly how a lot of this would work, but it's workable. The knife stays in there pretty good. You can either pull it or lift the tab to get it out. Okay, no, you can't lift the tab, but it does keep it in there pretty good. Alright, the knife is straight bladed and has a window breaker on the end, but I don't think that's that heavy of a window breaker, and I am not sure if this is a full tang or not. I hope it is, because it kind of looks a little cheap. Right? It's got these other edges on this side. I've never found a use for those type of edges, but I guess it just looks cool. Alright, let's test it out. Piece of paper test. Alright. Split that pretty good. Now for our cardboard test. Cut through the cardboard pretty good. Alright, then we're going to do our belt test. Struggled through the belt. I did get a nice clean cut through it, but it struggled pretty much. Then we're going to have our denim cut. Alright, and it cut it, but kind of ripped it up a little bit. And this little notch in here, I don't know if you can see that. I'll put my finger through it. Around. Alright, so there's this little notch right here. Right where my finger is. It's like right here. Okay. That little notch got caught as I was trying to cut through it. I think that notch is supposed to be for striking a fairing rod, but I don't know. Alright. Now we're going to put it up against metal. Alright, so the purpose of the metal test, trying to dull up the blade a little, so I'm not trying to cut through the actual metal. Alright, then we're going to do some whittling. Alright, and I'm trying to use a lot of the blade so we can work on trying to dull the blade, just like we do with every one of our knife reviews. Alright. Honestly, I could be happy with the way it does that. But alright, so this knife, I believe I bought it for $20 at the SRA store. it's been a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to check some hair here. Did pretty good. Don't know if you can see that. Actually did pretty good. And back to our paper, see if it lost dullness. Alright, so it lost a little bit of dullness. My thoughts on this knife, I bet you it's going to go dull pretty quickly. I wouldn't depend on this knife. I mean, it's a good backup knife. It's not going to make it into my 72-hour bag, but it'll probably make it into my backup bag, which has all the things that aren't great in it, but they're doable. So if you're going to have to keep this one sharp and sharpened, because it did lose a little bit with just a very little bit of whittling that I did. It lost more sharpness than some of the other knives that we've had. So, but you know, I try to give you an honest review. I try to give you the straight facts, just like one of our sponsors, The New American.
As a lumberjack, I've been cutting wood for decades. I see the wood, I chop the wood. My axe goes through every time. You remember when everyone bought all the toilet paper? And they wanted me to wear these things? And someone invested a lot of money into this stuff. They say I'm part of a global plan. I don't think so. It's too hot, it's too cold. You know what? The weather changes. We even hear crazy ideas on how kids should learn.
Here's the news, Dad.
Is it, son? Is it?
What about this one, Dad?
Nope. It's hard to tell what's real and what's fake these days. At The New American, they cut through the baloney and give me the truth.
Right now, you can visit thenewamerican.com and get 25% off your subscription.
Okay, so final thoughts. It's better than nothing, but for $20, I would look for something different, like the Markov knife that I did in the past. You can find the link to that video in the description on the Markov knife. Another $20 knife, but did way better than this one. Right, and also, too, I can't imagine this window breaker being any good. I do have a better knife for vehicle self-rescue, and that's a Smith & Wesson knife. See, I have a Smith & Wesson knife. This thing is really hard right here, and it's got a seatbelt cutter. I am not going to put this one through the torture, but I use this one quite a bit. It's my everyday pocket knife. But if you're looking for a better knife, spend the same amount of money, get the Markov knife from my last video, from a few videos ago. And for vehicle purposes, I would get the Smith & Wesson knife that I have. You can look those up online. I think they're like $30 or something like that. I got mine on sale for $20. So, anyway. So, not the best knife. It'll cut, but it's going to go dull quickly. If you like what you see here, leave a comment below, subscribe. Throw comments in. I don't care if they're negative or positive, because I'm just trying to do best for my viewers, and I want to hear from you. Alright, this has been Drew Dorans with Self-Reliance Armament. Happy shooting and happy prepping.